viewers, Hexcraft here. Before we get started, I simply want to say, it's finally happened. League has released a skin for a champion I've covered, and surprisingly, it wasn't a popular one. It was actually Udyr apparently getting it, which I'm actually happy to hear that. And to cover that again, because I haven't talked about it in a while, champions that I've covered that get new skins, they'll be getting a sort of an update video when a bunch of them all come out together. And once I've covered all the skins, I will probably go off of skin line via release. So yeah, out of the way, let's talk about Urgot. I've always enjoyed Urgot's design, especially the newer one. He really traded up. This is the biggest glow up in League of Legends, because if you haven't seen what original Urgot looks like, yeah, they really fixed him up, especially his ability. Yeah, his auto aim shit was kind of cool and interesting and weird as hell. But if you've ever seen his ultimate, what was once basically a Uno reverse swapping places is now a terrifying ability. So yeah, with that, let's start. As always, again, base skins always get 5. But I will say, Urgot's design is really nice. The whole concept basically being that these originate parts that he is made of were more or less things for other prisoners to have, so they would survive in prison and be able to work in the mines. But Urgot's taken all that and probably more now to build himself a proper juggernaut of a body. He is a walking tank, and it really does show in his design. Heck, you can still see the part of him that was a powerful, large Noxian warrior. So I do like the fact they kept that look. He still has human parts still, and not just full-on Zon technology. It really speaks to the character. Butcher is an interesting one, in my opinion. It is by far the closest I'd say to a legacy to what he could have used to look like, sort of. But again, it is a lot more crude machinery, which I think is pretty cool. It looks to be little chemical fire explosions for his knee shotguns, the turn in his hands being this strange device they put together. And besides, again, the Butcher's robe, the mask that just looks like it's stuck on his face, and the stitching from what clearly is him being put back together. He looks like a horror monster, and it's pretty cool. I gotta give it a 6. It is an upgrade to his base. First skin, many people would call a joke skin. People really love this skin, and I do love the fact that Riot went out of their way to make everything water blue for him, including his auto attacks even. He is a interesting monster, and again, it's very well made. A very much a step up from what he originally looked like, and I would say it is one of his really unique skins. I gotta give it a 7. This is the crown jewel. This skin line felt like it would work best for range. That's why I feel Battlecast always does better than any other robot skin League has, because a lot of them are ranged and really just show off the machine weaponry. And Urgot here, this is a battle tank. This is a siege machine. And just, again, when we bring up little details, we have to bring up the Q. Instead of the usual just single shot effect hits the ground explodes, we get to see his shoulders do a little missile barrage of attacks. His guns, well, again, he has 2 of them, so when he's using his W, it's going from one to the other. He is a turret, and it's extremely cool. This is one of his best skins. I gotta give it a 9. It's clean, it really fits the theme amazingly, and it just has so much interesting little details. I will say, cowboy skins aren't really my thing, especially these ones really started the redesign of the cowboy genre of League skins. There are details here that are pretty cool, parts of it that are clearly train part, the machinery is well designed, gives me that Wild Wild West feel. I do like how the fact his Q is a stick of dynamite that hits the ground, and again, train sounds with the ult. My only big issue is the neon bright ass orange skin and the whole open vest. I feel like it didn't need to be bright orange, and maybe some little extra design for his physical body, because this skin does feel like he is smaller than he normally is, but it's still a good skin, and I'll give it a 6. One of the joke skins that people ended up wanting the most. This is a interesting skin, and God, it's good. Like, really good. And as always, yeah, it's disappointing that it's just a, like, oh, he's just in pajamas. It's not an official Star Guardian member. But for what it's worth, it's still a really nice skin. The effects are clean. The small details are nice, and again, it fits a Star Guardian look. In fact, it kind of fits Star Guardian more than some of the recent Star Guardians we actually got from the Star Guardian event. I gotta give this a 7. Now, just like with the Bright Knight Nautilus, I probably am basing my opinion on this on the fact that I really love the look and design of it for what it is, but at the same time, just the base look of him, it's the son from the Adams family mixed with Oogie Boogie and then turned into a Urgot skin. And that's pretty fucking cool. Instead of just a normal cannon, that's a meat grinder on his arm. The creepy little spider legs with the web designs. That shield, you cannot miss that shield. When he is charged in, you can tell his shield is up. You know where the ranges are on all of his things because of how bright the purple is and how well it matches with the blacks. It's really nice. Its effects are really beautiful. And again, normally when it comes to like visual effects, Riot for basic characters that just do shooting and autos and such, usually don't do that much to it. But just like with Battlecast, I feel like when they made this one, they went out of their way to make it the best they could. And I gotta give this one a 9 as well. It's so clean, it's so nice. And that'll do it. Again, Urgot is an interesting champion. I really do like his skins. So, hope you enjoyed. As always, leave a comment down below if there's a champion you'd like to see me cover. I'll try to get to it. And without that, farewell.